Truth is Social Suicide presents Arcturus Set 3, based on Arcturus Set 1, movement stabilized, extreme slow motion 1/20th speed compared with each other and with effects like inverted and levels adjusted. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy.
Listen what the old head said when you wish to escape from the daily grind, find a little peace of mind. All you have to do is listen what the elder says. Listen what the old head said.
Louis T. McFadden said without reservation, this Federal Reserve is slated to enslave the nation. The jury's been heard. If you want to fly above the clouds, you do not have to be the son of a Lindbergh. Senators away for holiday, the bankers doing business, wrapping presents for Goyim on Christmas. No Santa Claus decora, but they can start a war in Shakana on Hanukkah and Pura.
Your masquerade is wearing thin.
It ain't a mystery now.
I finally know where to begin.
We've identified the cabal.
Your Ponzi scheme will be destroyed.
And I ain't talking about your Madoffs.
Soon as the people get annoyed,
The whole bureaucracy is getting laid off. Money changers had a stranglehold, they still do. There's no telling what these corporate fellas they will do. Microchips in your wrist is a real true story. You better dead the Fed before they cue you. Money changers had a stranglehold, they still do. There's no telling what these corporate fellas they will do. Microchips in your wrist is a real true story. You better dead the Fed before they kill you.
Abu al-Baghdadi is a Jew. Don't be fooled by all the shiesty shit they do. For every single thing I'm about to say to you, I got proof beyond reasonable doubt to be true. Abu al-Baghdadi is a Jew. Don't be fooled by all the shiesty shit they spew. For every single thing I'm about to say to you, I got proof beyond reasonable doubt.
First things first, Wahhabism was a British creation, intended for the destruction of the Islamic nation. ISIS was trained in Jordan by the Mossad, initially to take out Bashar al-Assad. Now they're running roughshod over the region, slaughtering children and raping women. What's the reason? To demonize Muslims on a whole, and justify another war for Zionist control. Consequently, a minority nobody's heard of has found themselves the victim of a genocidal murder. Simply sacrificial lambs in a ritual for the geopolitical expansion of Israel. In and of itself, an illegal state. Harry Truman was bribed by Abraham Feinberg in '48. Television frightened them with ISIS in this city. What they did to the Yazidi is a crisis and a pity. Abu al-Baghdadi is a Jew. Don't be fooled by the shiesty shit they do.
For every single thing I'm about to say to you, I got proof beyond reasonable doubt to be true.
Abu al-Baghdadi is a Jew. Don't be fooled by the shiesty shit they spew.
For every single thing I'm about to say to you, I got proof beyond reasonable doubt.
Anybody wondering whether or not John Lennon was shot by the CIA in a plot to stifle the peace movement is obviously not paying attention to the situation. Look what we got. Mark David Chapman, red catcher in the rye, like John Hinckley did right before he shot his guy. Something in that book carries weight, a trigger mechanism to switch him into a post-hypnotic state. That author's background's concerning me. J.D. Salinger was involved in the denazification of Germany, aka Operation Paperclip, where the United States smuggled in 1,600 Nazi scientists scientists. Hinckley and Chapman share another intimate relation, World Vision, a known CIA operation, of which John Hinckley Sr. was on the board. They recruited mercenaries in the name of the Lord. Jose Perdermo stood at the front of the Dakota. You can call him doorman if you want, but he worked for the company. Told Chapman to run away. He fired the fatal shot, then kicked the gun away.
I cannot lie. My style's against the law. It doesn't feed their murderous greed or corporate war.
Did you ever wonder
why? So many men who cry for peace, able to bring people together, wind up missing or deceased.
Ain't it funny how so many dedicate their lives to truth and peace and wind up getting found decapitated on secluded beach or set up and in prison for revealing how the system creeps. Imagine getting dipped into a boiling pot of kitchen grease. Don't mistake a gentleman for a fellow. They taught you silence was golden, I'm telling you it's yellow. They call themselves distinguished, but I can't tell though, cause they don't even know an old viola from a cello. I could pick apart the whole string section, make you think the brass band had big wings stretching. Imagine rubber bullets coming at you from every single direction, just for asking a simple question, like where the fuck's my pension? My company just let me go after 45 years with no extension. Bzz, bzz, did I forget to mention? You will be shocked prior to apprehension. Stand up for what you know is right. Fight. That's why they murdered Lennon and made McCarthy a knight. Stand up, don't play the game of fools. You can never lose if you understand the rules. Kennedy was cool, but he had to go though. That's why you see Lyndon B smiling in the photo.
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance, depression, and where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and suggesting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
Let me preface whatever's going to happen in the future with the fact I'm not your typical cat rapping to shoot you. Anything given certificate is under ownership. Once you know the true predicament, you got a bone to pick. Citizens had to be pledged as collateral chattel before the monarch could start the international battle. They tricked your parents into a human monopoly. That's why they registered you as biological property. When Britain hatched the plan to snatch the land, they gave you a legal fiction. Now that's the jam you find yourself stuck in. You're such a cool victim, indoctrinated in Rockefeller's public school system. Your presidents work directly for the crown. Truly, I did my due diligence cause it's my dedicated duty. Fuck bureaucrats trying to fool me. The Commonwealth is dying to rule me. All I can tell them is welcome to autonomy. Thank you so much for coming. You could be free again. Oh, that would be grand. Only if you would see, my friend. First you must understand, they pathologically pretend, hoping to get you on the ship, let them persuade you to agree with them. That's it, man, it'll never cease to end. Perpetual conflict, free again. Indeed, you could take the shackles off, but have you ever really been? According to maritime admiralty law, you never will be free, my friend. If you fail to reclaim your tax money they freely spend on wars that never seem to end. United States is not a country but a corporation, contractually created by the Constitution. Let there be no debate, your founding fathers intended you be a citizen of your respective state, not a citizen of the U.S. domiciled in Washington, D.C. Oh yes. Prior to 1921, upon arrival, the birth of babies was recorded in the family Bible. But after the Great Depression, people really lost their noodles, so they signed a document that simply squandered all their scruples, joining the ranks of former slaves' children, becoming a 14th Amendment citizen. The Social Security Act, written by actors, manufactured to make it look like a beautiful package. Too bad you never heard the news. The Social Security Act equals voluntary servitude. Notice the deceptive line, you bow to tyranny again. And voluntarily, my friend, 14th Amendment citizen,
You better learn to speak to them if you wanna be free again. The President of United States don't answer to the Queen. He answers to some shadowy cats that you never seen. Frank Van der Cliff wrote about it in the Evening Post. Now the creature from Jekyll Island is robbing you blind while he's smiling at you, cause he's just a ghost. To get a job in America, you need an SSN. To go to work in Canada, you need a card people call a SIN. They've changed the names, but it's all the same, no matter where you've been. They declared an emergency in 1933, and it certainly speaks to the state you're in. I got a son that I cannot call a kid. If I have my way, I'ma get him off the grid. I got a beautiful girl named Sophie on the way. And if they try to stick a little chip in my children, forget the gazillion. They really gonna have to pay. Really gonna have to pay. Pay.
You have no fear anymore. You're completely free.
What's a museum dedicated to 9/11 without a single solitary mention of Building 7? I will tell you that's a whitewash. They put the kibosh on journalists concerned with this, now you might watch. Corporate newscast thinking that it's straight lace as they ridicule the truth with a straight face. Michael Chertoff, now look at that face. He's an Israeli Jew liar and a rat face. As far as truth, he will not tell you a pebble, and his last name literally means devil. Way before the dust even had a chance to settle, he removed all of the evidentiary metal, hauled it all to the dock and put it on freighters, lowered it on cargo ships headed for Asia. Now that's just one of the many pieces of proof that they made vanish into thin air like poof.
If you start talking truth that we don't like, we will put our fingers in our ears like la la, we don't hear you. La la la, we can't hear you.
If you make too much noise, we gon' have to call our boys with a brand new toys and disappear you. Just disappear you.
The desire to enslave our fellow man is unfortunately intrinsic to the human character. It has been with us since the beginning of time, on every continent and in virtually every culture. From ancient Egypt to Babylon to Greece and Rome, Africa, Asia, Europe, the United States. It's a disease of our human nature, yet people are under the impression that it no longer exists.
As long as you behave like a slave, you'll remain in the jacket. They keep you straight and grip you up in court like a racket. Represented, ain't it fantastic? Your attorney and your judge study the same magic. You are an infant, a person that's unsound. They give you life vests, take it off and you will drown. At least that's what they try to teach you. They give you A and B, I don't subscribe to either. You should see stone cold through their fallacy when they try to control the debate with a duality. Pick one, then you think you got a choice. You've essentially squandered your motherfucking voice. I talk to the masses to see what I find, and eventually I gathered 500,000 like minds. Fuck 1,000,000 men, there's 100 more times than what you thought. That consensus was created by crimes. Your First Amendment is deader than a doornail. Speaking your mind will get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms, roll up your sleeve. Your First Amendment is deader than a doornail. Speaking your mind will get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms, roll up your sleeve. As long as you behave like a slave, you'll remain in the basement, lost in a labyrinth of your enslavement, wandering in a CIA-approved arrangement, listening to a blabbermouth for entertainment. The truth ain't what it's cracked up to be. Patriots are manufactured in a factory. Most so-called hate groups they've all been to ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center.
You might hear my words ungodly and jest, but you don't know about the wicked Dr. Jolly and West, who looked after Tim McVeigh right up until his death. Sirhan, Jack Ruby, and probably Koresh. Some say Oswald was just one lone nut. Others will say the CIA murdered JFK, so what? The human animal makes me want to channel Lord Milner and execute everybody who's off kilter. All that's out of order, that's what they're saying. It's soon to be brought down. And they ain't playing. Fluoride's in your water, that's what I'm saying. Black water is in your town, and I ain't playing. All that's out of order, that's what they're saying. It's soon to be brought down. And they ain't playing. Fluoride's in your water, that's what I'm saying. Monsanto is in your town, and I ain't playing.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. And I am not capable of bowing to a man. And I am not capable of grand jurisdiction, especially considering the fact that you're a fiction. Especially considering the fact you ain't real. And I'm flesh and I'm blood, and I breathe and I feel. And I'm here and I'm now, I exist in this time. And the only place that you exist is the mind. And the only evidence of your existence is paper. I'm 80% water, you ain't even made of vapor. You ain't nothing but a figment of the imagination of men and women whose opinions held as legislation. But how does that opinion then create an obligation upon an autonomous sovereign without a nation? I'm saying, as a king I stand above your law, and it doesn't even matter whether or not I cross your bar.
The First Amendment is deader than the doornail. Speaking your mind could get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms? Roll up your sleeve. Your First Amendment is deader than the doornail. Speaking your mind could get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms? Your beloved America's a British colony de jure. The king funded both sides of the Revolutionary War. The people does not include you. You're a whore. You can verify that in Barron vs. Baltimore. Look on your deed and you'll see the word tenant. Slaves cannot own property, just rent it. Social Security's in place to enslave us. The trust fund, they blew it. Stewart vs. Davis. It's all typed out in black and white. Decided very long ago how you'd react and fight. Contingency plans were drawn up exact precise on how to distract your nice from the facts of life. They polarize the people to attack and fight within groups searching for truth and hijack the plight. I knew a few patriots who lacked the price. One of them's drunk in a lounge singing Mac the Knife. The other two have disappeared unheard of. Some say suicide, others say murder. Watch out for patriots on the radio. Many know the truth, but they simply won't say it though. I ain't looking for beef, cause mostly are friendly. But Alex Jonestein juices as kosher as any. Another money bomb, how much can you lend me? What can I get with 3 quadrillion pennies? Your First Amendment is deader than a doornail. Speaking your mind will get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms, roll up your sleeve. Your First Amendment is deader than the doornail. Speaking your mind will get you fined or more jail. We're building bombs that you wouldn't believe. You want the right to bear arms, roll up your sleeves.
The Jewish people seem to run 90% of all the media and all of the Hollywood movies.
All right, thanks for the call. Everybody hates the Jews. Oh my God.
By the way, Larry didn't say he hated the Jews.
Question, why are you still breathing? I mean, why haven't you really just taken a toaster oven and thrown it in the bathtub with yourself and had a party? Because that's what you need to do.
I mean, Abe Foxman of the Jewish ADL admits that the 8 largest movie studios are run by Jews. Joel Stein, also Jewish. Joel Stein says, of course the Jews run Hollywood and the movies and the media. And Jason, please don't call yourself the info warrior if you don't even know those basic facts. Ben Stein. He was asked by reporters, the Jews own Hollywood, and he looked at the reporter like he was nuts. He said, well, of course the Jews run and own Hollywood. So what? According to Jason Burmis, you even dare to say that the Jews run Hollywood.
The man come and take you away.
And he would know what's best for me and my family because he's a doctor. So we all got flu shots.
Did you know the vitamins and nutrients will be illegal in the year 2010 if we don't awaken the sheeple? These globalists are murderous, they about to hook it up. Codex Alimentarius, baby, look it up. They spray you from the sky like roaches. Does it shock you? Don't worry, they got a pill for you. Ask your doctor. Are your legs restless? Are you shy? Forget the side effects, not that many people die. Genetically modified foods are the bomb. They gave lab rats cancer, but please don't be alarmed. Soon GMO foods will be a staple, the only thing you'll be able to put on your kitchen table. Their own documents have shown no food shall be grown that Monsanto don't own. Worldwide, there ain't nowhere to run. Thank the World Trade Organization and International Monetary Fund. We the sheeple of America, America, America. plus of the world's wealthiest people meet every June. Just see to it their plan is complete. Prime ministers, presidents, billionaires, CEOs, international bankers, C3POs, also known as the young psychopaths who fawn over their elders and give them charts and graphs, pondering how to reduce the population, injecting our boys and girls with poisonous inoculations. Yum, yum, mercury's good, at least the news will tell you that, and they certainly should, cause they're owned by the CFR, but who cares about the Royal Institute of International Affairs? Jerry Springer's on, yeah, two transvestites are about to fist fight. Meanwhile, they're making plans for the order of the new world, about to send the lambs to the slaughter. You think they care about 3,000 American men, women, and children? They about to kill a couple billion. If you're in the dark, my friend, you might despise my words, but you had the wool pulled over your eyes. We the sheeple of Amerika, America, America. We the sheeple of America. We the sheeple of America. Collectively in a trance, we like to dance and make romance to psychopaths who plot hysteria. We the sheeple of America. Much different from that of your great-great-grandma. Say hello to your new puppet, Barack Hussein Obama. The president don't run a thing, my dear. You can stick an intelligent orangutan in there. It wouldn't mean a daggone thing. You're owned by Goldman Sachs. Get on your knees and kiss the queen's big ring. They took away your vision with bling. And in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is always king. In other words, they got the republic by the throat. Your vote don't count because they count the votes. They'll never tell you where you're headed, you nerd. The good shepherd never sharpens his knives in front of the herd. That's why you keep your head down, grazing in the grass. Before you know it, now you're in a whole nother pasture. They keep you sucking on the saccharin and aspartame. It's eating your brain, what a disaster. Glued to the tube to see what your favorite star's doing. The corporate news is faker than a cartoon. Even Judge Napolitano said you're just a nation of sheep. Some get slaughtered, some get fleeced. We the sheeple of America, America, America. We the sheeple of America. We the sheeple of America.
Your media content reflect that of a depraved lunatic with a bloodlust nothing can save. I'm amazed at the way in which Goyim behave, bowing to Zionists who vow to destroy and enslave. There's only one government in the Middle East who attacked America 2 times at least. They bombed a ship and left 34 deceased. With friends like them, you don't need enemies. Anytime somebody call attention to fake news and name the owners, and they automatically hate Jews. Anybody come at me with that and they straight lose. I pay dues, too many to fall for the great ruse. Understand the mechanism by which they operate. For their agenda to thrive, there's gotta be a lot of hate. I'm amazed at the ways in which you fell victim, obediently believing the lies you've been given. Hollywood news got you lost in the herd. This just in. All of your reports are absurd. I will expose the source of the scourge and never apologize or divorce from my words. Stand up, say no to the insanity. Grow some testicular, show some humanity. Your arrogance is outside the galaxy. It's not about reality, it's all about a salary.
The central bank stole all your dues. Hollywood been dropping clues. The mainstream media confused. They are all run by Zionist Jews. The central bank stole all your dues. Hollywood been dropping clues. The mainstream media confused. They are all run by Zionist Jews.
Pavlov, Russell, all directly connected to the Illuminati hustle. Roosevelt, Churchill, Stalin, Hitler, their paychecks were signed by the very same critters. A hidden hand ran things in the days of Sparta, and ain't a damn thing changed with the Magna Carta. The bank recruits maniacs, their eyes go cha-ching, and their mouth starts foaming like rabies rats. And this guy over here sure looks suspicious. A lot of promises, he knows you got a lot of wishes. Obama kept his banker boss's war on. Vote for him again, and you have to be a certified moron. Your new world order will fail miserably. You will be lucky if you rot in your jail. We know exactly what your agenda entails. Make no mistake, the people will prevail. I said your new world order will fail miserably. You will be lucky if you rot in your jail. We know exactly what your agenda entails. Make no mistake, the people will prevail. If you think they're gonna save you, I'm obligated to laugh at ya, cause their idea of peace resembles Attica. Back in the days, Cecil Rhodes went to save Africa. What resulted was a bloody massacre. And Cecil Rhodes' ghost still lurks in the mist. Lord Milner's will ensured it exists. Bonafide sociopaths did they enlist. Target America, mission accomplished. You swear a little change. If my debt isn't paid, they said I'm going on one of their trains. Remember when a million was a million? Can you spare a little change? If my debt isn't paid, they said I'm going on one of their trains. Remember when a million was a million? When I grip a pen in the pad, the outcome is effortless. I hijack a track like Israeli terrorists. Payday slated to slay they who oppose them. I wrote a holy book and picked me as the chosen. I'm closing any debate on the notion of any so-called rapper touching what I'm composing. You're frozen by the bloody diamonds you've been buying. A junk stone that got Africans dying to supply them. I'm trying to provide them with a compass to guide them to the land that they were promised and the consciousness inside them. But the goyim have an inherent affinity for Zion, not knowing to stay the fuck away from Cohen cause he's lying. Your label don't produce Def Jams, they harvest garbage. Someone should cut off your left hand so you can get a little taste of Sierra Leone. You're owned by terrorists and I'm here to make it known. Your new world order will fail miserably. You will be lucky if you rot in your jail. We know exactly what your agenda entails. Make no mistake, the people will prevail. I said your new world order will fail miserably. You will be lucky if you rot in your jail. We know exactly what your agenda entails. Make no mistake, the people will prevail. Tetrahydrocannabinol, from the most miraculous plant on the planet by far. Its ability to bless is too gigantic to call. Then it should be no wonder why they want to ban it for all. CBDs cure myriad of disease, but they won't get you high and make you keep misplacing your keys. Cannabis is Schedule 1, right next to heroin, ecstasy, GHB, LSD, and mescaline. In other words, it has no use in modern medicine. No, there's lettuce and onions and garlic on your venison. To treat, cure, prevent, you gotta push a drug. If not, you will be visited by mafioso thugs. They will break into the home of senile folks selling hydroponic food stuff. Meanwhile, folks, the poison they prescribe blocks CB1 reception. That's well known to cause suicide and depression.
It's the Great Depression, when people turn to zombies on the street. When you learn your lessons, you'll never trust the bankers that you meet. You can never trust a banker, fucking wanker.
girl. You'll always bring out the best in me. It's been so difficult here without you. And angel eyes, I feel so. I'll always feel blessed to be yours. You're the queen of my universe, roamer of the fruited plain, ruler of the flat earth, owner of your own lane, leader of your own pack, master of your domain. My kinda crazy, baby, lady, you are insane. And I'm going nuts without your touch, laying here in the dark, missing you so much. You're so elegant, beautiful and intelligent, brilliant as the sun, hun, the distance is irrelevant. Cause we will be together real soon and make love beneath the self-luminous moon. Baby, without your love, I would be a buffoon. Every time you smile at me, I feel like a tycoon. It's way beyond words how you touch my heart. And whenever I see you frown, girl, it tears me apart. I need to taste your love, mind, body, and soul. It's more precious than platinum, diamonds or gold. You'll always, forever, bring out the best in me, babe. Baby girl, that's what you do. And angel eyes, I'll always feel blessed to be able to wake up and see your eyes in the morning sun. Pretty as a sunflower, volatile as gunpowder, observant as a wiretapper, explosive as a firecracker. You're the love of my life, girl, I waited all this time. You will be my wife, we were fated to align. It can't be duplicated, I'm elated that you're mine. You're created and designed for the matrix of my mind. You're the coolest, most understanding, compassionate, brilliant, beautiful creature to ever have inhabited any planet throughout the universe. I can't imagine it any better than you, my love, I know it ain't no accident. The frequency on which I operate, you're matching it. You're so exact with it, I couldn't picture it more accurate. Regardless what I say, despite what you do, as long as I get love from you, at least one thing is always true. You'll always, forever, bring out the best in me, babe. Baby girl, that's what you do. And angel eyes, I'll always feel blessed to be able to wake up and see your eyes in the morning sun.
Would you like to see more videos on Arcturus? Click one of the boxes to jump to another video in this series.